Good morning, trading community. This is Juan V, making my second recap video ever. So I wanted to go over a few trades that I took today. One real and a few of them that were on the simulator, but just obviously kind of going through the grind as far as trials and tribulations of my very young trading career. So the first trade that I want to recap is CRON. Andrew pointed this trade out on the chat, saying that he wanted to see if he can go above VWAP and maybe just touch the higher pre-market. So what I did is I took the trade long. This was my real trade. I took the trade long, slightly above VWAP, with my stop being at the 9 moving average, because obviously I didn't want it to go against me crazy hard. So obviously I got stopped out. As you can tell, for my loss of the day, I hit my max loss, so I just didn't allow myself to trade any more real, even though everybody else was going bonkers in the chat because they're making money hand over fist. But I gotta get rid of that. Well, I can't give in to FOMO, so to speak. So then I switched to simulator, and I took the trade long again because it showed some pretty good strength with higher highs and higher lows on the 1 minute. So I took it long and then scaled out, and obviously it got stopped out there. Above my break even, but I just still wanted to book some profit. So ultimately, it ended up being a good decision. So there's my CRON trade. The next trade is CGC. With CGC, I was just taking a look at it on the 1 minute. What I did notice there is there was a potential little double bottom that I thought was going to bounce back to VWAP. So right here, I believe it was around 951. I took it long. Obviously, I got stopped out because it just didn't hold that level and just kept going down. It was very bearish for the day. It's bouncing back now. Right now, it's at, I believe it's 51.77, 74. But at the moment there, I thought it was going to just demonstrate a little bit of a double bottom and just kind of come back to VWAP, maybe even above VWAP. But obviously, that wasn't the case. A little while after that, it was holding the level of the previous day close for a hot minute there. I went long, and then I just scaled out and just kind of went completely out at the 9 moving average there because it was still going to be bearish. And I mean, I still got a little bit of decent profit from that, but obviously, as you can tell on the sim account, it didn't last for very long. HAL was another trade that I took. HAL was another trade that I took for a pop above VWAP, but ultimately the volume wasn't there, and the the orders were coming in between the bid and the ask, so there wasn't too much action there. It slowed down. It didn't do anything for me, so I just stopped out for a small loss there. The last trade of the day was, here we go. Actually, I think it was CGC. Oops. You take a look at this. CGC at 10:12, 10:13 a.m. One of the things that I'm going to try to implement now going forward is something that I've really neglected over this entire time period that I've even been looking into trading and doing live trading myself, is reading the tape. I don't really pay too much attention to the tape at all. I'm just looking at level 2 with the bids and the asks, and just to kind of see if I could actually identify any sort of patterns there. But for the most part, it's just been strictly charts and level 2. But over the past week, I've been reading One Good Trade by Mike Villafiore, and he puts the utmost importance into the difference between consistently profitable traders and traders that are choppy as far as profits go, is the ability to read the tape and look at the patterns within that chart to see where the stock is going to be headed. So the last trade that I took on CGC, I was attempting to read the tape there at 10:12 to see if it would get a pop to VWAP, because I was looking at the orders coming in above the ask, which is obviously a very bullish signal. But that was pretty premature on my part because I still have a lot to learn on that front. So obviously I got stopped out at the 9, and that was the end of my trading day. So as you can tell, compared to the results that everybody was getting on the chat, mine were pretty frustrating, and I would love to get back into other trades and maybe make up my losses and then some. But I just really wanted to stay disciplined and stick to my stops. So, and there's my max loss of the day, $100. I want to live to trade another day. It's kind of like a slow purge in that sense, because there's not much I can do after that but just kind of learn and digest the information as I see it. One thing that I did do is I don't want to be pessimistic, but I did change my hotkeys to instead of buying and selling 15% of my buying power, I wanted to do it to 10, just to kind of give myself a puncher's chance to manage my share size. Obviously, I'm not trading with a $40,000 account. It's a little over a $10,000 account. I just I wanna give myself enough time to see if obviously I could become a profitable trader. I don't want to lose all my money overnight, and I just want to remain disciplined in the game. But that's one thing that I'm focusing on. But see if I can give myself enough longevity in this thing to make a decent profit, and maybe then some. So those are my trades for the day. Just hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and have a good rest of the trading day. See you soon.